All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. And in this video, we got something pretty interesting. We're gonna get a run-in with the 2024 Mustang GT, man. It's been about 3 months since I've had this car. This is the first time that I'm actually going ahead and setting up a run. This is gonna be pretty interesting. We have another manual Mustang. We are about to see what this car can do against. Now, I'm gonna say it right now, I don't think we're gonna win. This is gonna be strictly for science to see exactly where this car is at and what we're gonna do moving forward. So if you guys enjoy, drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications. Let's get a startup. Actually, hold on. Because I can with this car, we're gonna be respectful to my neighbors. There we go. Shut the exhaust off. Turn it on in quiet mode, baby. Now I am actually gonna go ahead and switch this car to the E30 blend on the stock file when I get to the station. Oh man, but this car is pretty much stock, just with an H-Pipe, and we're gonna be putting it on the E30 blend, so you got our work cut out. It's gonna be a driver's race, let me tell you that. All right, we're pulling up. Woo-hoo-hoo. They got something going on here today, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're running up against a Tremec Mach 1. Let me go ahead and get this E-blend going, and then we can go ahead and see exactly what's going down.
A few moments later.
All right, we have to go ahead and move locations because it was starting to get sketchy at that gas station. It really sucks, man. That's like the only E station around here, but we got the S650 pretty much stock. We just have the H-Pipe, and we are on the E20/E30 blend. I actually put in a little bit too much of 93 octane, but it's all good, man. And we have a Mach 1 over here. This is gonna be a Tremec Mach 1. I believe this car has long tube headers and an E85 tune, so this should be pretty interesting. It has headers, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Long tube headers.
All right, bet. So it has Kooks long tube headers, E85 tune, and we have a Ford Star D5 drag pack on here, so this could be pretty interesting. 6-speed. I'm about to get walked, but all for science. I want to see exactly the difference between like a full E85 tune, headers, and then like the E20, E30 tune on the S650. I think it should be pretty interesting. A Tremec MT82, 373 gears, 355. Honestly, I think the biggest like downside on my setup is I don't have a drag pack on my car, so you know, it is what it is, but I think it should be pretty interesting. Let me know down in the comment section what y'all think, man. Obviously the Mach 1's gonna take it, but by how much? That's kind of where I'm wondering by how much am I gonna get gapped. All right, so we are going to head out to Mexico right now. Make sure this car is in the proper mode, drag strip mode, and we're going to shut off advanced track. This is probably going to be a straight driver's race, like no cap. All right. pop a U-turn or something. Let me know down in the comment section what y'all think gonna go down, man. I think we're gonna get gapped, but like I said, by how much are we gonna get gapped? That's the real question. So when we get close to Mexico, we'll start the vlog up.
One eternity later.
All right, let's hope that we're good. Wasn't that bad. Bro, he shifted like twice when I was sitting here riding fucking third gear out. Oh my god. Damn, that was actually crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That goes to show you that 373 gears, he got the topping on that E85, but look, that wasn't that bad. All right, it's the next day, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those runs. It was packed. I don't know what was going on, man. The one night we decided to go out to Mexico, it was packed, ladies and gentlemen. Hella cars out, so we only could do one run, but it was a good one, let me tell you that, man. Now, what did we learn? The S650 realistically isn't as slow as everybody likes to say it is. That guy's bumper is about to fall off. Please get that inspected. But honestly, this car isn't as slow as everybody likes to say it is. I'm honestly surprised. I was expecting to get walked off rip. I'm talking about as soon as we hit it, bye-bye, gone. But it really did pretty good. It lost top end, but that's because he has long tube headers and he is on E85, and that's where the headers and E85 combo is going to take over with a Coyote, man. So that's pretty interesting. Ooh, you got a mobile refrigerator up here. That thing looks insane. Hey, the Cybertruck, that's insane, man. But I do have another run lined up. This time it's gonna be against a 10R80 Mach 1. Those are the only fellas that have really hit me up to actually get some runs in, so we're gonna go ahead and compare. But this one's a little bit different. This 10R80 Mach 1, it does not have headers. It's not tuned on E85. It's just gonna be essentially a stock 10R80 Mach 1 with just a tune on 93. Stock intake, all that. So literally just a tune only car. Essentially, realistically, what this is, but I'm just running the E30 blend without a tune. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. I want to compare the difference between just the Tremec car as well as the 10R80 car, because in all reality, I think the S650 Mustangs, for the most part, are going to excel with boost compared to the S550 Mustang, specifically the MT82 cars, honestly maybe even the Tremec cars, depending on what happens when tuning is unlocked. Now this car, like I said, it just has the H-Pipe with just the E30 blend, so nothing really crazy going on right now. But after going ahead and getting some runs in, obviously running the Mach 1 and then, you know, running a couple cars, you know, that pull up randomly on the street that I don't know what's done, I have a feeling that doesn't matter what route I take, whether I go Whipple, whether I go Roush, whether I go Pro Charger or Twin Turbo, first, depending on when tuning's available and, you know, what happens in the next couple months, I have a feeling that this car, 93 octane, stock pulley, I think the Whipple pulley is like 10 pounds, the Roush pulley is like 12 or something like that. Twin turbo, obviously it's gonna be on gate, so like 5 to 7 PSI. I have a feeling that this car on 93 octane, even though it has the inferior transmission and clutch, and realistically gearing, I think it actually might go faster than the Shelby GT350 on 93 octane with just the 8-pound pulley that it's on right now. Because these motors, like, it's really interesting how everything is kind of playing out, considering the fact that I am running cars that have work done that are tuned. Now the Gen 4, like, I feel like it has a little bit more punch on the low end than the Gen 3s, but obviously because it's stock and it's not tuned, you know, it's going to fall off on the top end. But I think once these cars get unlocked, once you can tune them, I think it's going to be real interesting, man. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. What I need to do, honestly, is just put headers on this car, take the carbon traps out, obviously run the E30 blend, and get lighter wheels and better tires, because this car spins from a second gear 60 roll. I don't know if you can hear it or see it like in the video, but it chirps, which is kind of irritating because, I mean, the car really isn't making power whatsoever, but it's just the tires are so bad that it just chirps that second to third from a 60-mile-an-hour roll, when in all reality, like, the Mustangs are notorious for not really having torque. So I just think that's kind of interesting how, you know, that plays out. But man, the S650 is not bad. It's not bad whatsoever, man. I don't know why people like to say that these cars are duds, these cars are slow. With the 10-speed, I mean, these definitely aren't slow. I mean, literally with the 10-speed, with just the headers and an E30 blend, I mean, you could probably mess up a lot of cars on the road, realistically, that aren't, you know, full bolt-on, full E85 tuned. This isn't bad at all. Like, I'm actually really, really happy with the performance. Like, no bullshit. I would be 100% honest if I wasn't. I'm actually really happy with the performance for the mods that, or I should say the mod that I have done, and considering the fact that this car is literally in full daily mode. I mean, it's on the stock kind of little tires that come with this vehicle from the factory. I mean, this is like, you can go race it one night, you're gonna spin, but you could go get groceries the next night without having any issues whatsoever. I think that's kind of cool. I'm gonna do a little pull right here. It just chirps that second to third. As soon as you do that exchange, it chirps. As soon as you do the exchange, it chirps. Like, I need a tire on this car. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like, and this car is like essentially stock. I mean, I think that blend's already gone, but it's just crazy how this thing, you know, it runs pretty good. I will say that for what is done, this thing runs pretty good. It's a lot faster than I thought. It really is. It is a lot faster than I thought. And it pops and bangs, so you know. You know it's gonna be enjoyable. Hell yeah. All right, back at the casa. This car is pretty impressive. Now, the next round of modifications is definitely going to be wheels and tires for the S650. It makes no sense to do headers or anything like that because the car doesn't hook. It spins when it realistically shouldn't spin because it's not really making that much power. It's just the tires are not that good. So we're going to address that, and then we're going to do long tube headers, and then boost, whether it be a Whipple kit, a Roush kit, or whatever power adder is available that I might want to do instead of those two. So we'll see. If you guys enjoy, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. I cannot wait to stack up the S650 against the Shelby GT350. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.